Let me quickly talk to you about three wonderful fintech credit builder credit cards: cred.ai Visa, Chime Visa, and Grow Credit Mastercard. Don't go anywhere, you're gonna love it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Studio Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you are to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to quickly just do a rundown. Not a rundown. Let's say a compare and contrast between three beautiful credit builder credit cards. So we have cred.ai Visa, Chime Visa, and Grow Credit Mastercard. Now, we have actually covered the topic of fintech credit cards extensively on other shows, but I want to quickly just say that if you are new to the fintech world, when we say fintech, which is just a shortcut for financial technology, all right? So when you have a fintech company, a fintech credit card issuer is not a bank. They're not a traditional bank. They're not a lender. What they do is they have the technology. So they are combining the technology with the backbone of a traditional credit card issuer or traditional bank, and they just use that to provide services. And we love the fact that when we have fintech credit cards, they help millions of Americans access credit, and they do this beautifully through non-traditional avenues. In other words, they're not looking at loans or credit cards that you have, which is really, which is illogical if you don't have credit in the first place, right? They're looking at your payment history. They're looking at how often and how well you pay your utility bills, your cell phone bill, your rent, this kind of stuff. And this is wonderful because everybody, even people who have no credit, they must live somewhere unless they're living with their parents, but they must, if they're living on their own, they're paying rent. So fintech credit cards are able nowadays to, if you will, to level the playing field, and this is pretty cool. And one thing I also want to say is that fintech credit cards, especially fintech credit card issuers, are different from your traditional lender. So if we take cred.ai or Grow Credit, don't expect them to lend you. Don't expect to apply for a mortgage with them or get a student loan from them. No, they're not an all-in solution like Chase or Citibank or your local credit union. No, they are fintech. They focus on what they know better, what they know best, and this is something you need to be aware of. Okay, so when we speak about cred.ai, Chime Visa, and Grow Credit Mastercard, we are speaking about fintech credit builder credit cards. One thing I also want to say quickly before I get into the actual review is that fintech cards are a great option if you want to keep your credit card relationship simple. We've said this many times, but it's true, because with the fintech credit card, you don't have to worry about reading the fine print. You don't have to constantly worry about missing a payment, because everything is automated. What they do is they want you to link your bank account, right? So you want to link your bank account to the fintech credit card, their infrastructure, and everything is done automatically. So because the bottom line here is that you are using your own cash. You're not using their money. No, they're just providing the service. They're providing the service. They are reporting your transactions to the credit bureaus, right? So they basically every month they're sending like some information, some intel, right? They're sending intel about your transaction, your transactional history. They're sending that to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. So the bottom line here is that they're just providing a service, all right? So if you want a credit card relationship that is very simple, a fintech credit card issuer is fantastic. On top of that, they basically also, they are pretty good in terms of user friendliness. So they have a dashboard. You can track things on mobile. You can track things on desktop. And also some of them even have what I call educational resources. And the educational resources, it's so quintessential because if you have low credit or no credit, chances are you might need that education in the first place anyway. So if you have a fintech credit card issuer like Chime or Grow Credit or cred.ai offering you resources about personal finance, budgeting, investments, that's pretty cool. This is pretty good and it's a biggie. So before I actually get into the review, please check out our short credit card evaluation video. It tells you our approach. We do have a rigorous approach when it comes to reviewing, categorizing, and listing credit cards, including fintech credit cards on this show. Check this out. All right, so let's quickly get into the nitty gritty here. So we're going to review now cred.ai Visa card. Cred.ai Visa card. I mean, you've probably seen the card. We have actually covered this card extensively on another show. So we actually allocated a whole video to this card. But quickly here, what I want to say here is that this is a card that allows you to build credit using your own money, right? So you have to link your bank account. They are currently in beta mode. In other words, they haven't rolled out nationwide yet. The process is ongoing. They're doing a great job. They have a great reputation, and they have great customer service in terms of reaching back to people. And to really apply, it's very simple. You just need three things. You need three things: your name, address, and the phone number. You gotta have a phone number, okay? So you go to their website, the cred.ai, and you just have to put your info and click submit. They'll get back to you. They'll review everything. They'll get back to you, and then they'll take it from there. One thing you need to know is that with a cred.ai Visa, at least what we love is the fact that you have many benefits. So it's a card you can start using right away. No need to wait. You have stealth cards. In other words, you can create virtual cards for high risk online transactions and then close them to keep your account safe, right? So let's say you have, you just want to buy something on a website that you wouldn't want your spouse to know about. You can actually have a stealth card from cred.ai, and basically everything is fine. Nothing, people say everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So everything that happens on cred.ai with the cred.ai Visa card stays on cred.ai. And we'll also love the fact that this is a card that has no fees and interest rates. All right, no need to worry about APR and balance transfer APR. No, and you have also an early access to your paycheck. So bottom line, when you hear the term cred.ai Visa card, it's a card that is a credit builder credit card that allows you to build credit, of course, while maintaining your funds safely. Don't worry about your funds disappearing overnight. No, because your money is not with cred.ai. They have actually they have partnered with a bank that's FDIC insured, so your money is insured up to $250,000, and that bank is the Wilmington Savings Fund Society. Let's now talk about Grow Credit Mastercard, another great player. And the thing you have to understand with Grow Credit Mastercard is that, similar to a traditional fintech credit builder credit card, you're using your own money, right? So we love the fact that, what we love with Grow Credit Mastercard is that they do things a little differently. They have innovated. First of all, they have partnered with another bank that is also FDIC insured. So the bank is the Sutton Bank, okay? And but this Grow Credit Mastercard, or the Grow Credit in general, they actually enable you to choose one of 3 membership plans that can help you build credit through qualifying subscriptions or bill payments. Okay, and if you really think about it, this is not an option that you found on typical credit cards. This is where I was just talking about the innovation, the fact that so those 3 plans are fantastic. So you have the build membership, which is free, and the plans offers a 17 monthly spending limits on subscriptions like Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, and Pandora, to name a few. And so as an applicant, you need to have direct deposit of at least $1,200 per month for at least 2 months to qualify for this free plan. And then you have the Grow membership that will cost you $5 a month, about $5 a month. And this offers a $50 monthly spending limits and access to premium, what they call premium subscriptions that include payments at Verizon Wireless, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, and Coursera. And then you have the Accelerate membership that will cost you about $10 a month. And this is a plan that offers a $150 monthly spending limit toward this same premium subscriptions. So the bottom line is what? What is the bottom line here? Bottom line is that with Grow Credit Mastercard, you're paying what you would have paid with another company in terms of APRs, right? So they're not charging you or anything. It's more a membership plan. So you set up a plan with them, and basically they will be taking care of reporting your transactions to the credit bureaus, okay? And of course, with Grow Credit Mastercard, you have no fees, no security deposit, no interest charges, and no credit check. So if you have low credit, no credit, poor credit, fair credit, everything is fine, okay? But remember, no credit check is required, but you'll have to link a bank account. You can build credit with qualifying bills and subscriptions. I've already said that. With Grow Credit Mastercard, you do have a spending limits, okay? You cannot carry a balance, so there is no APR or fees. And they report to all 3 credit bureaus. So this is just wonderful. Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax, they will know about your transactional history every single month. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Suite Kiwi Show. I'm still having a conversation with you about cred.ai Visa versus Chime Visa versus Grow Credit Mastercard. So I just finished reviewing cred.ai Visa card and the Grow Credit Mastercard. Let's now dig a little deeper into the Chime credit card. This is another great player too. So with Chime, you have to understand the prerequisite is that you need to open a Chime account. So if you want to build credit through the Chime Credit Builder credit card, you need to have a Chime account, okay? And it's a great card. I mean, the Chime Chime has a bank, okay, and it's a great bank. It's FDIC insured. And the cool thing here is that, I was saying earlier that with Fintech credit card issuers, don't think about getting a mortgage, but I think with Chime, now that they have a bank and they're constantly expanding the offer they have, chances are in a few years, who knows, they might be offering mortgages and student loans and so on and so forth. But for now, it's a bank. So your money is safe. They're FDIC insured, so your money is actually insured up to $250,000, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that it's very simple to apply for the Chime Credit Builder Visa secured card. So you go to the Chime website, and on the main page, you need to select Credit Builder from the accounts navigation on the top menu bar, okay? And then at the Credit Builder page, you just click on Apply Now, and you enter your personal information as requested, and that's it. And the thing is, as I said, if you don't already have a Chime banking account, you will be instructed to create one as part of the credit application process. They want the money to be with them. Okay, so if you think about other credit builder credit cards such as X1 or cred.ai or Grow Mastercard, they have partnered with other financial players, right? With other banks. But Chime is doing things differently. They just want to have the cash in their own coffers. Okay, so this is something you need to think about. Now, there are a lot of benefits when you think about the Chime Credit Builder credit card. There are a lot of benefits. So no preset security deposit, no interest. They don't check your credit history. I just need to mention that this is a secure credit card, and so they report to all 3 major credit bureaus. Okay, and it's not truly a credit card, really, because Chime Credit Builder Visa secured card payments are funded from your direct deposit and paid automatically at the end of each month. That means that the card is more of a debit card instead of a credit card. All right, folks. So you've heard the pros and cons of every fintech credit card. The question is, which one should you choose? That's a great question, and my answer is very simple. Again, it depends on a lot of things, and it's a decision that you need to make at a personal level. I'm going to give you a few factors, a few what I call the KSI, key success indicators, things you need to pay attention to when choosing a fintech credit builder credit card. First, think about your personal situation. And you know, for example, that the Chime credit card wants you to have a bank account. Are you willing to open a bank account with Chime, for example? If not, then Chime is not for you. Okay? And if you live in an area where cred.ai is not currently available, then you might not qualify for cred.ai in the first place. What is your employment status? Because you're going to have to link your money to all of these three players. You're going to have to link your money to a bank account controlled by all of these three players. So by any of these three players. So do you have a full-time job? Do you have a part-time job? Are you a seasonal worker? What is your employment status? This also can count. Do you have a bank account? Are you willing to create another account? Some people don't have a bank account, especially if you're young and you're just starting to build your credit. You might not have a bank account. Maybe you have a bank account that is co-owned or co-managed by your parents, but you need to think about that because, again, when it comes to Chime, they want you to have an account number in your name, not in the name of your parents. They want you to have an account number in your name. And or do you currently have other credit cards? This could also be a factor, a criterion to pay attention to when choosing another fintech credit card or choosing a fintech credit card. What is your pay frequency? If you are a full-time job, then you have a stable pay frequency, if you will, quote unquote stable. But if you are a seasonal worker or you don't have a steady paycheck, or you have 3 or 4 or 5 part-time jobs, this could be also a situation to think about. And also in terms of customer service, if customer service is important for you, if educational needs are important for you, if you want to have just a truly mobile experience or a desktop experience or a hybrid, you need to think about that too. Now, of all the 3 credit builder credit cards that we have reviewed today, I would say that Chime has the better customer service because they are a bank, so they have other products. They're not just a pure fintech credit card play. They have other services, so they're more established than say cred.ai or Grow Credit Mastercard. All right, folks, what is our favorite? What is our pick in today's conversation? Our pick is Grow Credit Mastercard. Our score, 10 over 10. Cred.ai, we have scored this Visa card 9.5 over 10. And Chime, 9 over 10. We really love the business model of Grow Credit Mastercard. They have been doing a lot of things right in helping hundreds of thousands of Americans build their credit. So we believe it's a great choice. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.